Okay. Hi, it's filming. So, Pretty Little Liars was on tonight, season premiere, and I wanted to share my reactions. So, Jason's the guy that's been stabbed, which makes so much more sense. So I figure out he thinks Byron killed his sister. That's where the A thing comes from. This is my theory anyway. He is tried to get Arya to fall for him to like I'm gonna set it up. Then work he's trying to suck up, do all these other things, and that's just in general, He's been trying to play her. He's talked to her brother. He's really good with the family to do that. He's a drug counselor, so he's probably been able to get into the hospital to see Mona. Um, he was able to tell Mrs. McElla about the affair, kind of a little revenge there. And then, two, he's hurt his new girlfriend because he set the fire. And then he made it set up to look like the girls did it. And he could have done the brain, all that stuff, because they were clearly watching each other. So, it's a lot there. And I figure then he's also after Spencer because her dad always rejected him because he was the father and he wouldn't do anything with him. So, he's got that. And I think Toby's A because he really, really liked Emily and then she ditched him. And that kind of sent him crazy, which is what happened in the book, isn't it? He committed suicide after Emily dumped him. And Mona is just, she's ticked off that Hannah dumped her for her old friends. So that's why things happening. I don't know. But what was also going to say? But I think that was interesting. I'm a little disappointed just because of that he's cute. And I like the cute guys. Anyway. And so then, too, he's torching the whole Arya Ezra thing. Yeah. I don't know how he feels about Arya or not. So, it's interesting. So, you have to see more. And then, too, it's interesting because it didn't say he was going to be on or not. So, and he clearly is. I don't know. Very interesting. I'm trying to think what else. But, yeah. That's my main reaction about that. I really enjoyed that. Kind of cool. I don't know. I know it's soapy. It's horrible, but it's fascinating. And other places. But then when Left Bliss coming back on the air, so score. Have that because I don't know how they're going to bring that back, but I'm very interested in seeing. Let's see. So that's my TV comments. I think for now. And there's some of the stuff. The postings that I had made recently. Some resolution. And trying to figure out what I want to say to talk to you later because I'm still thinking about it. And that's one thing, too, I have to point out. As I probably have typed this out at one point or not, but I have a drive about an hour each way to work. So I spend 2 hours a day in the car, which I sing a lot in my car by myself, but that also means I think a lot. So my friends love it when they get emails about how I've figured out everything in the world. And, hey, I could solve the Israeli-Palestinian, peace problem. My bangs. Sorry, I hate them. But I look awful without them. I look awful that way. Okay. Probably should not look in the viewfinder while I'm talking to you. But yeah, so I spend a lot of time just thinking about things through. So I feel like I'm not necessarily totally the introspective person or whatever, but I do spend a fair amount of time in my head going back and forth about how does this puzzle piece flip, and does these two go together, and if we flip this one, does it fit over here, and how does that all work out? So sometimes I'm flipping stuff around, and right now I think I'm still doing that. So I just wanted to say there's probably more coming, probably better descriptive, but I'm still figuring out what I want to say. I was going to say the one thing though. At church on Sunday night, the youth group and actually like the entire church watched Courageous. And the one thing got to me that they do that just, it really, really bugs me. I just find it enormously creepy. And that was that one guy gave his daughter a purity ring. And I'm sorry, I just find that they bug me. They bug me. Um, One, my mom's father was dead by the time she got married, so what was he supposed to do? She's supposed to take it off when he dies. Who are supposed to hand it to? It's just awkward, and that gets to my other point. Okay, so if you're going to be married, if your learning goes wilder, and getting married within a couple months of finishing school, and you're moving straight from your parents' house into your husband's house, okay, so I guess your father has guarded and protected you. And by the way, the whole guard and protect your heart thing, very Casey Cale, The Bachelor, which maybe I'll come back to The Bachelor because, I don't know, Sean annoyed me during the Emily season, but he kind of made me like him last night. But anyway, it's a guard and protect your heart stuff that's really kind of creepy, but, I'm 35, and any decisions I've made have been between me and God. I mean, my parents raised me to believe certain things and to honor that, but it's my decision. And so I feel like it almost makes the bride or the girl a possession, in that her father is passing her to the groom and he's thanking it. And, the goats and camels will arrive at a later date. It just, I don't like people making decisions about my life without my consent. And that's what I think some of this boils down to, is that it's giving your parents the consent to saying you're not involved. And it just, as a woman living in 2013, I just find it very, very creepy. Because at 35, I went off to college and lived on my own for 4 years. The decisions I made were mine. My father wasn't standing at the dorm entrance with a shotgun. And so I have a hard time with that he's going to do it, and that, he's like, and I will let you when the man's intentions are clear to me. Dude, this is why the Christian divorce rate is as high as the other. You might want to actually get to know a wide variety of people to find out what you like and what you don't like before you get married. This whole only dating one person. Why? It just, I don't get how you can know your own mind if, again, you live in this hut in Afghanistan and then they trade some camels and you're now this person. I'm not saying you have to go out on a date with every person you meet, but it just seems like it's all right to go out with a person to get to know them better, or you wanted to see the movie, or whatever reason, that it's not necessarily all about finding a future mate. So there's some of that it just bugged me, because it just strikes me as so creepy. I really, really don't like it, and they're like, oh, it's so romantic. So I think that's about it. I will talk to you later. Bye.